This is how legends are made. Welcome back.
Welcome back to the
Welcome back,
SMUDGEHAWKS. It's been a hot minute.
Why has it been
I
so
have
long?
a beard now.
I know. Look at you.
On the first episode,
and you're growing facial hair.
yeah.
We're
Bingo.
back. We're back.
I was actually talking about. I was talking about with Jack, our friend Jack Timmons,
yeah.
about yesterday. I said I need bros to bro down with,
Yeah.
because my best friends are you, Dylan Sullivan, and Heather Keith.
I'm a bro.
Well, I said, yeah, so my best friends,
Bitch.
my two best friends are a gay guy and Dylan Sullivan.
Oh.
Little sassy fuck.
A little sassy.
I called my girlfriend a gay guy.
Shit. Heather is a gay guy.
She kind of is. She was, we were just talking about how she's kind of an incognito girl. So when she's hanging around with all the boys, we all get crazy and we all act like boys. And she's like, oh no. And then she, every now and again, she says some girly shit, and we all go, oh, fuck. What have I been saying for the last hour? I forgot there was a girl here.
Yeah. Girls are
We
strange.
sniff her out, and we all scream, intruder!
Yeah, gal.
Girl!
Yeah, gal.
You don't know what it's like to be a guy.
Oh, Patrick, you left the wipes open.
What, are they going to dry over an hour? They'll be fine.
If I forget, it's all I'm gonna think about this entire podcast.
I will close it.
Okay,
But we can't. We're locked in now. We're locked into the pod.
I'm gonna talk for 10 seconds. Ready?
And you want me to run over and close it?
Yeah, I do.
You better talk about something super fascinating and
Yeah.
interesting that'll traject us to the fucking motherland.
Okay, ready?
All right.
Set. Go. All right. The morning is September 11th, 2001. Everything's normal, or so we think. Meanwhile, in New York City, and
All
we're
right,
back.
I'm back. What were you talking about while I was gone?
Nothing.
Forget about it.
Just a conspiracy.
Coney
Yeah.
2012.
Oh, I remember getting all the stickers or like watching that video.
You got stickers out of that?
Well, there was stickers that were everyone was gonna place on a certain date,
Oh, right.
and it was gonna be like, if we all litter together, then we'll save these kids in Africa.
Didn't he turn out to be dead since 1988 or some shit like that?
It was something crazy. The guy was definitely like a con artist, and then he like, pleasured himself in the streets of San Diego.
Oh, the guy who set it all up.
Yeah.
No way.
And it's funny because he went on Oprah, and Oprah's like grilling him on it.
Really?
And he's trying to play the like, positivity charity guy. And she's
calling
like,
Oprah toxic. Like she was pressing him and he was like, I don't like this energy.
yeah.
I don't like where you're coming from.
Well, Oprah kind of invented that. So she knows how to get someone like that.
Right. A stickler for a stickler.
Yeah. It takes one to know one.
Yeah.
One Oprah for another.
Trust me, bitch. I lie all the time. And I can tell a liar, a stinky hot liar, when I see them.
That's what Oprah said.
Yeah. And it's
About
exactly how
the
she said it.
12 guy. But yeah, no, he was apparently a big fraud, and then that whole thing was just like a, wow.
If you were to do anything like fraudulent, what would a big scheme you'd pull?
Ooh.
Or have you ever pulled a big scheme?
I pull riddles. Sometimes I'll give like one time I
Just tell people riddles? That's so different.
yeah. Well, sometimes like I have this friend and I convinced him that I was in California when I wasn't. I was in Colorado where he was. And he was at this bar and I dropped off a package that was addressed to him, and it was a horse.
What?
I got him like a stuffed animal horse, and then like in the horse, there was a riddle that said, "I am the mountain king, hear my roar. What do I speak?" And the riddle meant nothing.
What do I speak?
Yeah.
There was no answer. It was an unsolvable riddle.
But yeah, I had leveraged it by saying that we made this bet that we did years ago, and that if he didn't realize what the bet was in a certain amount of time, then I won the bet. And then so bought it and started freaking out.
That's good.
I would like on social media every day I would say something crazier. And I would do like a countdown like every day. It'd be like 5 days and then like 4 days. And then I'd do like
Restart it.
insane music and me just staring into the camera. And he started legitimately freaking out. Like he was like, "You have no legal standing." And and I said, "Fine, Jordan. Go to the edge of the bar. If you solve this riddle." And meanwhile, I had taken a bunch of stories in California. So I was posting like I was in California.
Right.
But I had really taken those a week prior.
Mm-hmm.
And so I gave him this horse riddle. I am the Mount King. What do I seek, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone in the bar was trying to figure out, but it was a nothing riddle.
He got other people involved?
Yeah.
Like his sheer panic. People were like, "What's going on over there?" He was like, "I'm gonna die."
Yeah, and I was like, "Dude, you signed a contract." and he's like, "That'll have no legal standing." So I would just set him a bunch of riddles, and then I got into his house, and then I like cut magazines.
You broke into his house. This story is becoming a crime. This sounds like you're genuinely just playing games with a guy.
This is my scheme. So I cut up a bunch of pictures of women out of magazines, and I cut out their eyes, and I posted them all over his room. And then I posted.
Are you fucking with me now?
No.
All right, so you posted them all over his room?
Yeah, and then
like over photos of his family members, or just on the wall?
Everywhere. Just as many as I could do in the time that I had.
It's so much work.
Yeah.
So an arts and crafts day, a day of arts and crafts.
Yeah.
You have to find magazines with girls in them.
Yeah, and I put another riddle that didn't make any sense. And then so then I hid in his closet until he got home. And then I like made his bed up and then I put like I forgot what I put. It was like an image on the bed and then a note. And then he walks in and he sees it and he goes, "No, no, what?" He goes, no, he didn't freak out. He's like, "What is that?" And then I go, "Hello." And I had set this up for weeks. Like I found out where he worked, and I was just doing weird stuff with that, And then I got like his work's letterhead and made like an official looking email. Like I doctored this email.
Yeah.
And then I sent it to him about like transferring or something. And then I would like find his route to work, stuff like that. So I kind of like
So you're stalking a man
yeah,
and playing weird mind games while pretending to be in another country. I mean, another state.
yeah.
Hilarious.
It was great. It was so funny. I love a prank.
It's funny that I said yeah, I love a prank. What was his reaction? This man sounds dead.
He
Well,
goes,
okay, so you go, "Hello."
Yeah, I go, "Hello." And then he turned around and went, "No, no, stop." And I went, and then I broke the news of like, "Do you really want to know what the bet was?" And he was all like, to know what was gonna, because I had literally just like thought of everything. Like I got in contact with his friends, his roommates, everybody. I did the riddle thing.
Mm-hmm.
I was sending emails
Who was this guy
from
again?
his company.
This was just your friend?
Yeah, it was
Like one of your best friends?
yeah.
Okay.
In high school.
Okay.
I'm scared.
I was gonna say, if this was just like, oh yeah, just some like guy I met at the bar.
Just some loser I saw on the street one day.
Yeah, that guy bumped into me on the bus, and I thought, hey, fuck it, I'll figure your whole life out.
Yeah, so that was one of the
Did you
ones
guys
I was
have-
prouder of.
Did you guys like? Either two things I picture happened. Did you guys like when he told him like when he broke the revealed everything,
Mm-hmm.
and you were done laughing, and he was like, at the end, was he like, Dylan? And you guys went out for a drink and had a good night?
Yeah.
Or did you have crazy romantic gay sex in that moment?
All right, both can be possible. But that night, we just went to the bar and hung out
All right.
and talked about everything that had gone on the past, like, probably month.
Yeah.
It was like, it went on for weeks. And every week I'd have to drop something like crazier. And then I started getting my Instagram following in on it. Like, I would tell people to, like, message them things and, like, yeah. Yeah. You know, and I got on his LinkedIn. And
So you guys went to the bar that night, and he was like, yeah, it's so good to see. Just genuinely, yeah, man, it's so good to see you.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So what have you been up to?
It's probably the most work I've ever done for something ever.
Yeah, that is great. That is impressive. Very funny.
It was so
Terrifying.
Yeah, and it was all because I forgot how it started because he didn't answer my phone call once. And then
That's about what you would do.
that's about what I would do.
That makes a lot
And
of
then
sense.
at the end I said, hey, next time, answer my phone call.
There you go. Now that's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Now that there's spite behind it, I'm into the whole thing. He deserved it. I hope he was scared the whole way through and through.
He was terrified.
That's
But no,
pretty
he was
funny.
just busy. But then I thought,
busy.
yeah. Yeah, he was just doing something. And, but it was funny because, so he missed a call and then I forgot how it started. But I just thought, oh, this is like anniversary. Like something anniversary. And then I figured
Like a
out the
scavenger
time and
hunt.
it was, and I was like, hey, you know, we're only 30 days out, right? And he's like, to what? And I was like, the bet. At first, it just started as an improv. And then I just kind of worked with what I had.
And then you went, why not just take this all the way?
Yeah.
Have some fun. It's like a placebo murder.
Yeah.
It's like a placebo.
It's like Shutter Island.
Yeah.
I need him to realize that he killed his wife.
You were like, what's it like to step in the shoes of the Zodiac Killer?
Yes.
Have a little fun.
And let me tell you something. It's a blast. It's so much
In the
fun.
moment when you were in the closet and you said hello,
Oh, it was a
there a-
thrill.
little part of you that went, I mean, I should kill him.
Yeah, there was.
Like 10% of you was like,
Yeah,
I definitely should kill him.
I should kill him.
It'd be the ultimate payoff to this.
Well, I thought it was really fun because he just had this riddle that led to nowhere, and then he got home after not being able to solve the riddle. And then there's just like in his apartment, just all these images of people with their eyes cut out, taped over.
It's so funny to me. Frank,
You've been pranked.
got you.
Yeah, and then I had a couple buddies help me out too. It was great.
That's awesome. All right.
What
that's pretty good.
scheme would you pull? What scheme would you pull, Patrick?
Here's one. I have a little scheme.
Yeah.
This is a little scheme. It's a verbal scheme. It's a question. What's your least favorite word? Least favorite word.
Juxtaposition.
Juxtaposition. Mine's the N-word, but, you know.
Oh, that's good.
We can't all be saints. Juxtaposition didn't hold down a population for 400 years, but, you know.
Wow, that is good.
Just a shitty, cunty thing to do to someone.
Yeah. I mean,
And just walk away.
the juxtaposition between what you said and what I thought you'd say.
Perfect metaphor. That's a retarded callback to 3 episodes ago, me not knowing what a metaphor is.
You'll get there.
You gotta be a smudge.
You gotta be
a smudge to get these inside baseball jokes.
That's right. That's a great one. You ever pulled out on someone and they go, "What? What?
What the fuck?
If I would have known."
No, I also hate it. Take it back. Just holding me against
Well,
the
you
wall.
obviously
Take it back.
You obviously don't hate it. You're bleeding. You obviously don't hate it as much. Oh, Patrick.
I was do you know the Costco guys?
Yes.
We're Costco guys. Of course we eat a chicken bake while we walk around.
Of course
the
we
store.
got to double junk cookies.
Yeah, those guys.
Yep.
I was talking to someone the other day about those. Somebody brought them up, and he's a big guy, beard, bald, scary looking, but he's like 24.
Really?
So
that dude is 24?
You know who I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, 24 years old.
Wow.
So he was telling me, he went, dude, have you seen these videos of little AJ calling the Rizzler Christian, calling him by his real name, bro?
Oh, I heard this too. He told me, unless we were in the same conversation, he also told me that.
You were not there. We were at a bar.
That guy also told me separately
and he
of
was
that.
genuinely worked up about it. And he was like, bro, he's fucking doxing the Rizzler. Like, he was getting mad. Like, red-faced mad. Dude, Little Justice is fucking doxing the Rizzler. I can't stand for that shit. And I was like, are you mad? Are you actually mad? And he was like, I can't be mad about that. I was like, no. And I just pictured him just going up to Little Justice or whatever that kid's name is. Just fucking throwing him up against the wall. Just this giant dude. You think it's fucking cool to dox the Rizzler?
That's not his name.
That's not his fucking name. His name's the Rizzler.
It's funny. I like that guy that we're describing.
Great guy. Very.
But what a wild thing to get angry at.
Because at first I thought he was fucking with me.
Yeah.
Then I thought
I thought that was the bit.
I thought the joke was that he
Like,
was
look how much I care about the Costco boys.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny that I care that much about something that doesn't matter?
But after like 5 minutes, I was like, wait a minute. And he was like red-faced. But I realized because he was looking down and going, like actually seething angry.
No way.
Just fucking like what I would do if I could get my hands on Little Justice or whatever the fuck, Little AJ.
Wow. Wow.
But yeah.
Hey, Patrick, we went out last night.
Yes. Separately.
We
met in the midst.
We met in the middle. We met in the eclipse.
Mhm.
We eclipsed last night,
Mm-hmm.
and then went our ways. And it was funny because I was out and with Dan on the street, and I was like drunk, so I was like, Dan, why do you think everyone hates me? Dan, why do you think no one respects me? Dan, why do you think everyone in the world?
Asking the typical drunk Dylan questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I corner people, I get drunk and I go, hey, tell me the worst thing you could ever say about me.
Just hand on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you. What's the worst thing anyone's ever said to you about me specifically?
Yeah, no, congratulations on the wedding. Look.
Oh, lovely newborn. I love it. It's great.
So we're outside doing that, and then some guy starts yelling, I lost my girlfriend. And he was like, Emma. And then he's just like, I lost her. Where is she? And so I started laughing. Just a stranger, right? I just started laughing. And he turns to me and he goes, what are you laughing at?
Whoa.
I know you, Dylan.
What?
Yeah.
What? No fucking way.
Yeah.
Did you know him?
No. And then at 3 a.m., I get a DM that says, I found her.
Really?
Yeah.
You're fucking kidding me.
Yeah.
Just a fan?
I guess he was following me.
Or just some guy? That's crazy that he threw at you and then said, it's weird to throw at you and then go, I also know you're gay.
Yeah. And I like you.
And I like you. Just so you know, that was a mean not a playful one. Was he hammered or was he crazy?
He was hammered.
Okay.
But I don't think he was being mean. it was crazy to say.
Yeah.
But I think I may have got the tone a little off. But it was so funny to me. I just started cracking up laughing even more. Because I was like...
To follow up with asking Dan, does everyone hate me?
Yeah, I was like...
And just have a guy immediately come around the corner and go, hey, Dylan.
Yeah. No, he said, what are you laughing at? I know you. Or he said, what are you laughing at, you I know you, Dylan. You're very funny.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
I just thought it was a funny interaction.
that's a great interaction. What happened after that? Did he just walk away?
Yeah, he
did
just
you guys-
walked out into the night. And then at 3:03 a.m., I got a message that said, I found her.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's great. Good for that guy.
Yeah.
I hope, especially at 3, he was probably sobered up and he was like, this will be hilarious.
Yeah. Dude, I had this guy at the club, like a genuinely homophobic guy. He like flipped me off when I started talking about being gay, and I was like, "Are you homophobic?" And he's like, and then I would ask him questions, and he wouldn't say anything. He would just flip me off. And it's like, I guess there's like that's a smart way to be homophobic at a comedy show.
You can't argue that.
No, it's like,
All right.
yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
and-
I'll move on.
Yeah, dude. The homophobes won this week. Chick-fil-A stock price just doubled.
Oh, that's so funny. What did you...
It was wild.
Was he
dude.
like a grown man?
He was a grown man.
Fully grown man?
Yeah. And it made the room so weird that, well, I had been accusing John Heft, a comedian. Every time John Heft brings me up, I spend the first like 2 to 3 minutes of my set saying that he's been accused of dog rape.
Yeah. Dog
which he
pedophile.
has. Yeah. And
I was going to say, local dog pedophilia.
yes. And so we talk, you know, I do that. And then when the homophobic guy came in, it was like, wow. Because when I started saying about the dog sexual assault stuff that John's accused of and probably does, it made the room weird. Because it was only 10 minutes into the show.
As it should. They just found out a guy they were laughing at.
Yeah, well, and they view it as weird, but what is worse? Is it them feeling uncomfortable for 10 minutes or me not warning them about a monster?
Yeah. Or him getting away with it.
Right. Exactly. So in my head, I'm like, oh, you know, it's uncomfortable. And then the homophobic thing made it even more uncomfortable. That when I brought up dog rape later in the set, they were like, oh, that's so funny.
I wonder if the guy was listening and he was like, oh, is he? A guy who rapes dogs? All right. And then you were like, I'm gay. And he was like,
I don't like that. Yeah,
you
that's
son of a
I
bitch.
said that. I was like, you didn't really say anything for the the dog
He didn't
rapist
flip off
thing.
John when he was just brutally assaulting those poor puppies down at the bay.
Yeah,
But Dylan kisses a guy.
yeah.
Monster.
And I'm the bad guy.
You're the bad guy.
Meanwhile, I asked John what he wants to do for his birthday. He said, let's go to the animal shelter and hope it's unattended. What the fuck?
What the fuck? I saw him buying 3 bags of kibble at the store the other day. I was like, what's that for? I didn't know you had a dog. He said, I don't.
See, that's messed up.
Yeah.
In my head. In my view, but everyone's got their own opinion.
I think maybe he's just feeding the strays. Maybe he's being a good guy. Maybe he's donating.
Yeah.
He said none of the likes. I'm not
He said,
doing.
no. Oh,
No.
also, I burned my finger off on a match last night.
I burnt my thumb on a match last night. That's crazy.
Wow.
1 finger, 1 thumb makes a gun.
That's what they say.
That's what they say. That's
Dude,
that
we
old
should like
smart
Power
chalk
Rangers
saying.
morph. Like,
You think your middle finger's strong? Wait until you see this shit.
yeah,
All right, we did it enough.
yeah. I could have done that for an hour.
Let's do it one more time.
And then you gotta cock the thumb back.
I hope that guy's watching. I hope Emma's dead.
Red rum. Red rum.
I hope he found Emma dead in a lake.
no, I kind of like the guy.
All right.
He was nice.
Yeah, but fuck Emma. Where was she?
I don't think it was Emma. It was like Stacy or Emma.
Oh, Emma.
I don't know
right.
where she was. I should have followed up.
Yeah, did you like his message or ask him or anything?
I
or?
liked it, and then I said, "Ha ha ha, awesome."
You should have said,
Glad
good,
you found her.
good job, faggot.
Yeah, I should have passed it back.
Yeah, passed it back. It would have been funny if he was like, what?
Yeah. Don't call me that word.
You should have never say that.
I want to help people back for centuries.
That's my least favorite word.
Ah.
A moron would say their least favorite word is juxtaposition, but not me.
Dude, he would definitely fall for that one.
He would fall for that. He would be the guy who would freak out. Also, I know you, Patrick.
he's like a huge SMUDGEHAWKS.
He just knows us.
I'm like really aggressive. I watch every week. You guys are not consistent with episode releases. Faggots. But I like you. Yeah, it was a trip. How was the rest of your night?
Boring.
Tell me more.
No, I started the night. I went to Heather and I said, tonight's the night. I am going to get wasted drunk,
Yeah.
piss hammered drunk, and you're going to drive me home.
Nice.
And she said, perfect. I'll do that. Because she said, woke up and said, I don't want to drink tonight. I'm not drinking. I was like, it's Saturday. I want to go out. I want to show face. I want to network with the boys. I want to pretend these people are my friends so that they'll give me something. But but no, I just was like, I just want to hang out tonight. I have the energy to. I'm typically a depressed, sad sap. I stay inside all the time and want to kill myself. So when I have the energy to go out and fucking mingle, I'm like, I have to take advantage of this day. So I was like, let's get fucking pissed drunk, eat some tacos.
Did you get tacos?
So then I went out and I bought 10 nips. 10 of the little shooter things.
What are those?
Little liquor. I call them nips. Other people call them like shooters or something like that.
Right.
Little tiny bottles. Little
Yeah.
pocket bottles.
Little baby.
I bought 10 of those. Drank 2 of them in a Wendy's parking lot. Ate a $5 biggie bag, and I was like, I'm fucking ready to go. What a way to start a night.
Yeah.
I was literally sitting in the car, eating a $5 biggie bag, listening. I was listening to like Kanye West, and I was chugging these little liquor nips, and I genuinely was like, man, this makes me feel so much like myself. This is truly who I am.
Right.
And some lady like pulled up to park next to me, and I looked at her and I was like, because I was just so like, bruh, look at us.
Did she throw it
She
back?
pulled away. She literally pulled right out of the spot and drove away. And I was like, all right. So then I went home to Heather, and I was like, I'm fucking drunk. I just got hammered in the Wendy's parking lot and ate a $5 biggie bag. And she was like, ooh, I want some nips. And I was like, all right. So then she drank 2 nips, and I was like, all right, now I'm down to 6. My whole plan was to save money for the night. $10 on liquor nips. 2 of them get me already there, you know? So I was like, if I buy 10, I'll be set for the night. So then she had 2 before we even left the house, and I was like, row. By the time we left, liquor stores are closed now, so I was like, all right, don't fuck with my plans. So then we get to a bar, and she gets us 2 Cokes, and I was like, what do you think you're going to do with that Coke? So then she takes the nips and pours 2 in hers, pours 2 in mine, and I was like, all right.
So now you're down to 2.
Now I'm down to 2. So
Just like that.
then Heather has a thing, a distinct. She goes up 2 octaves. Her voice goes up 2 octaves when she's too drunk, and when she becomes high pitched, she can't drive anymore. So after she finishes this Coke, she starts being like, "What a night! Oh boy, here we go!"
Yeah.
And I immediately was like, "Oh, she can't drive me home tonight. Now I have to pace myself."
Right.
So she took my night away from me.
Damn.
But it was fun nonetheless. I still got too drunk to drive, and I drove home anyway. But
Did you?
Yeah.
Don't.
No, what can you do?
I know.
I need to get Heather home.
Yeah.
What am I gonna abandon her in the city? I'm not a bad guy.
Or just like order 2 Ubers, but that would suck.
Right. 2 Ubers. One for us, but one just for insurance.
Yeah.
Another one just in case the first Uber doesn't work out.
Decoy Uber.
Which one did they leave in? You follow that one. I'll follow this one.
Yeah, I got pretty smashed last night. I don't know if I'm supposed to be getting drunk or not. You ever wonder? Yours is a little different. You get angry when you're drunk, and Dylan gets sad when he's drunk. But that's only at a certain point. Until I hit sad mode, I'm very happy and very personable.
Me too.
And people like us.
Yeah.
But then it's like, we have to find what is that drink that takes us to over the edge into sad and angry.
Yeah. What is it? Tequila, whiskey, vodka. I know vodka sodas get me emotional. So I can't do that. When I drink vodka sodas, I get real in my feels.
Yeah.
And a little too personal with people.
Yeah.
I'll just start telling people everything. If I have 5 vodka sodas, I'm just, yeah, when we were living together, I stole like $300 from you one time. No, nothing like that. I just get emotional and cry. Wine too. Wine makes me cry every time I drink wine.
I'm a baby.
Dude, on Halloween night, me and Heather, we drank one. We got little wine cans.
Yeah.
And we both drank one, got a little wine buzz, and then we went and drove around my old neighborhood because my old neighborhood, all Mexicans, and they fucking love Halloween. So they were all trick-or-treating. Just every house decked out to the nines, all these kids in epic costumes. The parents are in costumes. And I was just driving around bawling my eyes out because I was like, Halloween's so fucking beautiful. It just brings a community together. I was like, dude, I can't ever drink wine again. I'm such a fucking, just a baby when I drink wine.
What a baby.
What a little baby. And then I was like, watch this. This is for the kids. And I started playing Ghostbusters. Fucking dun 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 dun. Just blasting that as I was driving by people. And I was like, Halloween. People were totally like, look at that fucking loser.
Look at this sad guy.
Yeah, and I had me and Heather put a big pumpkin between us. We were like, we're Halloween spirit all day.
Oh, God. This is grossing me out in the retelling of it. I don't like it.
It was beautiful. I love Halloween.
Yeah.
I got big Halloween spirit.
Man, I love Halloween.
Yeah.
I love it being cold now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I was thinking of the other day, Patrick? Is, everyone thinks that they deserve Michelin stars. Everyone thinks, oh, look at me. I'm going to the Michelin star restaurant. It's a new Michelin star. Oh, it's the Bib Gourmand. It's not quite a star, but it means they're on their way. And then have the audacity to be like, I don't want to go to Denny's. Denny's is bad. You don't deserve to eat Michelin star food.
If you're not willing to go to a Denny's every once in a while.
You don't deserve Denny's.
Yeah.
Denny's is what you deserve.
Oh, my God.
You deserve to get slapped
Yeah. Kicked out on the sidewalk.
and have a pancake thrown on your face.
There's a trash can right there. Eat up.
Yeah, it's a brick and mortar. And it's like, hey, who do you think you are?
They get this cracked pepper from Indonesia, you know.
It's Indonesian fusion. You deserve 400 years ago, you'd be executed for saying that.
Executed. Stake up the ass.
Yeah.
Hung by your toe.
Do you ever wish,
Like Michael Richards said about that one man.
do you ever wish we still had a hatred for witches?
I was thinking about that recently.
Wow.
And how we really, as a state, New England, we just killed a fuck ton of women. And it's all like a hocus pocus.
now. Who wants candy?
Come to Salem. We have a tour. It's just a bunch of gift shops about the fact that we murdered
just
hundreds of women.
who weren't witches.
Definitely not witches.
That's nuts.
But also, maybe they. Do you ever think about maybe they got
were.
him? Maybe they exterminated the problem. We'll never truly know. We weren't there. Those women could have been flying,
I don't know.
doing
Pat.
some voodoo tricks.
I don't know, Pat. I was listening to this interview about this psychic who worked for the CIA, and she was probably a witch.
You think so?
No.
Oh, you think we haven't eradicated the situation?
We have a little store here in Austin that sells crystals and ghouls and gems.
And there's always a woman with fucking hair that sticks up straight.
We do take Apple Pay.
And she has giant glasses that make her eyes magnified.
Yeah. God.
They're always so witchy.
I hate that my apartment smells like cat piss.
It does smell like cat piss. And maybe a witch did that. Maybe
You know something I haven't come to terms with?
witches all have cats. Maybe there's something in the cat piss.
Shut up, Patrick. You're asking questions you shouldn't be asking.
Dylan, I know you.
You're asking. Give me a thumb so I can shoot you.
You're not going to get this.
This is something I haven't come to terms with. It's just a little more serious. I'm moving out of here
Mm-hmm.
in a couple months.
This apartment.
Mm-hmm. And
Into another apartment.
into another apartment. I decided to not move into another mansion. I just like a manageable space.
Do you mean like you're not going to have a fourth floor anymore? Or
Yes.
you're just moving to a 3-floor home?
Yeah. Which sucks. I know.
Only 2 balconies this time?
Yes.
All right.
I'm downsizing. SMUDGEHAWKS has only been pulling in about $1 million a month.
Yeah.
Which $12 million, everyone thinks, oh, that's a lot of money.
Mm.
Until you have business expenses.
Yeah.
Until you got mouths to feed.
Yeah. Well, I only see 10 grand of it a month, but I still appreciate it.
But you'll get there one day. What would you do if you found out this podcast had been making
millions of dollars?
Yeah. And every once in a while I go, oh, here's a liquid death, Pat. Don't worry about it.
Supply your own green tea. Green tea. By the way, this green tea is horrific.
Why is
Green
it horrific?
tea has no business. You just don't need to put sugar in a green tea. It's just not right. Sweet tea can fuck off.
Really?
I love tea on its own. Hot black tea, green tea, hibiscus tea, all of them. As long as there's ice and fucking flavor.
Ooh, tell them about the tea drink you make at your place.
This is just turning into the most boring podcast in the world.
I know. We got to...
Whoa! We went off the rails a second time.
We tried it.
What's a story? What's a thing that happened to us recently?
I don't know. I mean, I've been getting drunk lately. Well, I've been getting... You have something. What are you going to say?
I work in a coffee shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if I already told you this, but a midget came into my work.
A little person came in your
little
work.
person, a dwarf, a man who suffers from dwarfism.
You know what I do whenever I see like a little person?
What do you do?
I go, oh, I want to just get your little belly, and I just go,
You go, ooh! Just spitting. Wow!
okay.
I
We're
work in
gonna
a-
start it for
No,
real.
this has to all stay
We
here.
have to cut it out.
I work in a coffee shop. We offer small and large cups. That's it.
We're really.
Small and large.
Two
They don't believe
sizes.
in medium. So there's small man, about a 4'6" sir, if you will.
So he's a little person.
He's a midget. And he comes into the shop and he goes, hey man, what's going on? Well, here's my, hey man, what's going on? No, but he goes,
Did he have the voice?
no, he's a normal, he speaks normal. But he goes, hey, can I just get a coffee? Regular size cup. I was like, oh. Because I thought to myself, if I give him a small, he might be offended. But on the other hand, if I give him a large, he might be like, wow!
Dude, it must be... Do you ever think of... Sorry to cut off your story, but like...
All right.
Look, if you were a little person, your daily cost is way down.
Right. Exactly. That's what I mean. I give him a 20-ounce cup. He's going to be like, sure.
Yeah.
Can I get a second hand here?
You give him a Smucker's and Uncrustables, he goes, it's a jelly peanut butter pie. You know?
Yeah.
That must be kind of nice.
I just found out that Brad Williams, the comic.
Oh, so what'd you end up doing with the...
I gave him a small.
And did he give you any look?
There was a bit of a like, you know, he did that. He went like, like it was like a, I think he was like,
Like not worth the fight.
not worth the fight. He might, because I would have laughed at him regardless.
Did you?
I think if he stood up for himself, I would have been like, "Aw, look at you."
That's so mean, Patrick. You gotta not do that.
Wow! Oh my God! He's standing up for
Why
himself.
didn't you correct him when he asked for a regular size? Why didn't you say, "Oh, we have small and large"?
Because I laughed. I was too busy laughing at him and his
In
face.
your head? Did you actually?
No, I laughed in my head. I went, and then I immediately was like, "Uh-oh."
And then so the question kind of escaped
It just
you.
escaped me, and it was kind of too late to go back and go, "Hey, by the way, we have small and large. What do you want?" I just kind of panicked, so I just gave him. I just went. He just wants a cup of. He said, "Give me a cup of coffee, regular size cup." I was like, "That's a guy who wants a small cup," you know. If I gave him a large, he would have been like, "I just wanted a regular fucking coffee." He gave me a giant cup of coffee, so I gave him a small.
What do you think he wanted?
Attention, respect, a different height, longer legs and limbs. But here's my problem with him, and this is super selfish, genuinely a selfish, horrible thing to say. I don't even agree with myself. But this man lives in the building. I work in a coffee shop in an apartment building, and this little person lives in the building. So he's been coming to the shop for 6 months, and not once. I've chatted with him a little bit sometimes. He's never brought up the fact that he's a midget.
A little person.
He's never brought up the fact that he's a little person. And I'm starting to get a little annoyed by that.
Yeah,
A part of me is
strange.
like, bring it up. Address it. Because I'm not.
Yeah,
It'd
but
be insane if I did.
it's like in comedy, if you don't address something, then that's all they're thinking about, and they're not hearing what you're saying.
Right.
If I don't address or at least hint at that I'm tubby, people go, "Why isn't Tubby doing tub McGubbub?"
Yeah. And I feel bad that that's the way I think, but that's how
That's
humans
how people.
work.
Yeah, it's not like a little person walks in and you go, "There's a person."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And
you're a
he happens
creature
to be
of
little?
magic.
Yes.
You're something so different from the rest of us. How is it not all you talk about every second? And then sometimes you're talking to a little person and you're like, "Oh yeah, right, you can drive." And they go, "Yeah, I can drive." And you're like, "Oh, fuck you."
You knew what I meant.
Yeah.
You knew.
"Oh, I can drive. You think it's crazy?" Yeah, I do think it's.
How
you're
do
a
they
freak.
drive?
That's why I think it's fucking crazy.
You're inventing a scenario in which this little person who you've been calling a midget is mean to you when he wasn't at all.
No, I've been in conversations with midgets where they freak out at me, and I'm like, fuck you and your abilities.
Do you
Like,
think
it's not harder.
Do you think that little people is better to say than midget? You keep on saying midget.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never heard a midget correct me.
But how many little people are you hanging out with?
I've met probably like 12 little people in my life.
One for every season. One for every cycle of the moon.
And this is probably offensive too, but every time I see a little person, I'm like, oh, it's going to be a good day.
So you're good luck.
Yeah, I get giddy. I'm like, woohoo.
Did you have a good day?
Look at you. Yeah, that day, yeah. Every time he comes in, I'm like, yes, yes. And then I'm great at my job. For the rest of the day, every people come in, I'm like,
How's
how's it going?
How are things?
How are you? While I'm crushing up beans, I'm still talking to them while I'm making their coffee. Come on, come with me. Watch me make the drink. This is how I steam the latte. Just in a good mood.
Patrick, last night, I didn't see a little person.
Mm-hmm.
I went to a bar, and this guy's like, comes up, and I'm talking to his friend who's a girl, and to him, I was like, oh, you're handsome. And he's like, wow, you're like handsome too. And then we get to talking, and he's like, yeah, I'm moving. And I was like, hey, do you want to like go on a date before you leave? And he's like, no, I don't. It's like, I'm just going to be busy. And I was like, oh, okay. And then it ended.
Was it awkward? Was that moment awkward?
Well, I thought if it's like, if we both think the other is handsome.
Right. Or were you just being nice? Did he call you handsome first?
I think he called me handsome first.
Okay.
And then I said, oh, and you as well.
And then you want to go on a date, and he said, I don't date handsome people.
Yeah, I don't.
I date dirt ugly people.
And I'm moving.
And I'm moving.
I'm moving because you're ugly. And I lied earlier when I said you were handsome.
Yeah.
Patrick, it's in the season of love. It's weird. I've had this energy about me lately. Pat.
That you're falling in love? That you're finding love? You're looking for love?
I don't think
Love
I'm
is in
looking
the
for
air.
love. I think
Love is finding you.
I think love's trying to find me.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people in my past reach out to me this week.
Mm-hmm.
I had the ex that you know about,
Mm-hmm.
and we were talking a little bit. And I don't know what to do, Pat. I'm perplexed.
X's and O's, they haunt you.
Yes. I don't know whether or not to go back and see if something is legitimately different or keep on moving forward.
Yeah.
Simultaneously,
If
I
it's
had
not-
someone else reach out who we had kind of a little falling out, and I kind of just like stopped talking to them. And then he's like, hey, let's talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what to do. I feel like this is the universe testing me. Will I go back to my old ways?
Right.
Or will I
would
do
say,
something new?
I would say if it's not like hankering away at you, if it's not fucking keeping you up at night, if you're not like, oh, I want it so bad, but I shouldn't, then I would just say no. Fuck it. Cut your losses. Let it be. Move on. Move on. Move on to the next hoe. Move on to the next victim.
My down to Nick victim.
Whose bedroom am I hanging up pictures of girls with their eyes cut out on?
Yeah.
Whose closet am I hiding in next? Hi.
Pat, do you think oh, and also, we have so much that we haven't talked about. I made out with a girl last week.
You were big pimping. I got a dope picture of you with two girls.
Really?
Two attractive girls. Yeah, we'll put it up right here. I'll send it to you. Look
Look
at
at her.
Look at both of them.
Yeah.
So hot.
The one that I probably have my arm around is just my friend. And then the other one the other guy I talked to was this girl that I kissed in a bar.
How was it? Like a peck or a...
No, we were like, blah, 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 blah. And I'm a pretty good kisser.
And she was like, am I your first? And you were like, no.
No, I kept on telling her I was gay, and I don't think she believed me.
Oh, ooh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So she wanted to get down and dirty.
But then she ended up sleeping with my friend.
You're right. Our friend had sex with her that night,
Yeah.
which proves
I primed her.
you could have had. You did prime her. That's pretty impressive
I
as a
thought
gay
so.
man.
I was
Or-
very happy. She is a very nice, sweet lady. And
she
she's
the-
attractive. And I got to look cool at an Irish bar.
Yeah,
We're at the bar where all the Irish people work.
dude, big pimp.
And it was like, wow, big pimpin's here.
Yeah, big pimpin's here.
Yeah.
Big Papa over there with the two men.
I love making out.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, isn't it? Especially in a bar where you're like, this is crazy.
Yeah, genuinely, every time I kiss a girl, I'm like, wow, this is insane. It is an insane feeling.
Yeah.
As lame as that is, it is like, wow, we're just touching mouths. It's
Isn't that
so
wild?
weird. Yeah, kissing's so weird. Just fucking
But it's
face
also
locked.
it's also fall, so I'm feeling all cuddly.
Right. It's
You know?
getting cold.
I just
Save money on AC, keep your window open. But wait, I'm a little cold. I need some body warmth.
I think I'm gonna invent an escort service, but for cuddling.
That already exists.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sign up for the site where you can do that.
Unfortunately, I signed up to be a cuddler
Yeah,
and no bites.
no bites.
I had a profile. I had a good profile. Maybe I was too small. This was when I was like 20, so I was a lot skinnier back then. I was like 60 pounds lighter.
Yeah,
I might have been a little too. I think maybe people looked at me, and I was, when I'm like 190, I kind of look a little scary. When I have cheekbones and a jawline, I just look a little terrifying.
okay.
I'm a better doughy guy. People were like, "Oh, he's just a big jolly guy."
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I was a little bony back then, so I think people just looked at me and were like, "Fuck that."
Cuddle with what?
Yeah. Cuddle with a piano? just a keyboard holding me from behind.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think but I had a good profile, a nice bio, nice picture of myself, a couple pictures of myself, a description of who I am, what I like, and no bites for a month, and I deleted it because I was
Really?
embarrassed.
Damn.
Not
That's too
even
bad.
men, not even like nobody. Just nobody.
Nobody wanted to cuddle with you.
Nobody wanted to cuddle with me. I also went on you know what seeking arrangements are?
Yeah.
I've made
Yeah,
I've
I
made
do.
3 different profiles on that. Seeking arrangements, if you don't know, is it's pretty much
It's like a
prostitution.
It's like a sugar daddy website.
Yes. It's a sugar daddy website, and I've made 3 accounts throughout my life. Just being like, yeah, I'm a suffering comedian. I'm so poor, but I have a dream, and I know I can do it. I just need some help. I will shower with you guys. I'll cuddle. I'll suck. I'll fuck. I'll do it. No, I've been on there like I've taken all 3 routes of like the sweet like I'll go on dates with guys. I fully was like I'll go on dates with guys if they're because they're sugar daddies. They're like they'll give you like a set price of like I'll pay you like $800 a week, but you have to like hang out with me and text me and go on dates with me. And I was like, I'll do that. I'll go on dates with guys and hang out with them at their place, have a drink with them, and then leave, tease them, whatever. That's fucking awesome. If guy was like, I'll give you $4,000 a month to do that, I'd be like, yes, let's do it. I'll be your boyfriend. I'll be your little boyfriend. But then no one was biting, and I was like, ah. Oh. So then I made an account where I was like, I will suck and fuck. I'll go. You can throw me in the mud and do what you will, as long as there's a good price to be paid.
And did you get any bites then?
I got banned from the website. I fully got banned because they were like, you can't write.
You can't say it.
You can't say it. But I fully just sort of like, I'll fucking just fucking go all out on me. Take all of your anger out on me.
Dude, in college, I also signed up for seeking arrangements. I went on one date with this like Asian businessman, and he took me to this restaurant, and it was like a 12-course meal. And at one point in the meal, he said, "Dylan, Dylan, it's a marathon, not a race. Slow down.
Wow.
And it devastated me. I was like,
It's a good line.
yeah. Yeah, but it was such also like, fuck you, pig.
Yeah. It's a marathon.
And I was like,
what was the move? What was the move that you did that made him say that?
I guess I was just eating my food too fast. But my thought was like, it's a 12-course meal. There's like 2-3 bites.
Oh, this was about the food?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fucked up.
Yeah.
I thought he meant like the date. I thought you were saying like
No.
you were flirting a little too hard and that's what he said?
No.
You were eating?
I was eating too fast.
That is fucking devastating.
But
That's brutal. What a dick.
I know. And then I was like, not enough money in the world. After that, I was like, I shook it off and I deleted the site because I was like, never again.
Did he say it jokingly like, Dylan, slow down? Or was he just like, Dylan?
Either way, it was the first time meeting this guy.
Right.
Don't tell me to slow down.
That's crazy.
Also, it was like a 12-course meal, so it's like 2 or 3 bites a course.
Right. Yeah, it's a spoonful of tartar.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, don't eat your caviar too fast."
Yeah.
Hey, how about you take me to a place that serves a burger, you faggot?
Oh yeah, don't eat your chip.
Yeah.
Don't eat your chip on a fucking ganache or whatever the hell.
Yeah, I didn't like them.
Mm.
And so then I stopped my seeking arrangements.
Mm-hmm.
Then I didn't seek any arrangements.
Mm. And ever since, love's been trying to find you.
I know.
Begging, knocking at the door. No, I once, there was one bite I got. I just remembered. There was an Asian man in New York City. He had a boyfriend, but he had an amazing house. He sent me pictures of his house. He had an amazing house in the middle of the city. So it was like a suite in a building, but it was like the whole top floor of a building. He was rich. And he sent me pictures of him and his boyfriend. Him and his boyfriend were like just small little Asian men. So I was looking at the pictures like, all right, what's the offer? And he said, $3,500 a month, and you get to use my car. But anytime you are on call for me and my boyfriend, and we will do anything to you. You can't say no to anything we do to you. We'll shove stuff in you. We'll be both inside of you at the same time. We'll cover you in goo.
He probably didn't phrase it like that.
Dirty. Yeah, I paraphrased, but no, I didn't paraphrase that much. I didn't say come instead of go, but he was like, we get to do whatever the fuck we want to you. You're our dirty little cum pig. You're just a fucking slut that belongs to us, and you're on call. When we need fixins, you give us fixins. But you get $3,500 a month and a car, and you get to stay in my giant house.
That's really not that much. Just like, huh? Especially if he's using it like Movie Pass, where he's got like a summer with nothing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, but I was 20 at the time. I was a year into comedy. Oh my goodness. I was a year into comedy. And I was so down bad that I was like, fuck. I genuinely considered it for a week. I was like, how much is this guy really going to want to have sex with me? And how badly can these guys fuck me? You know, 2 little Asian guys, they were like 5'5". They were both little short men, and they were Asian, so I was like, would it be that bad? I was in a really dark space in my life, and I genuinely thought, I think I went to my brother, I was like, hey, I'd be shredding all my dignity, but what do you think of this?
What did your brother say?
I think my brother was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Get a job.
Yeah. I had literally like just quit my job a week before.
Oh, that's so funny. Well, this has been delightful.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got to talk and hang a little bit. I think next time we're going to come with, because I had so much more to tell you, but we don't have time today.
Right.
But now Patrick and I are on a consistent schedule of recording, so we will be coming to you every week.
Once a week, every Tuesday.
Is that what we're gonna do? Tuesdays?
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, you're gonna see a lot
And if
more.
we change it, just edit. I'll say every, and then we just put
Wednesday.
Thursday.
Yeah, yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, so it's good to hear from you guys again. And
Comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends,
yeah,
tell a coworker,
Tell
tell a fucking stranger at a bus stop.
tell somebody. And for God's sakes, comment.
And if
It's so weird that we get like so many views, but no one says anything.
Nobody comments.
Just a bunch of silent observers.
Yeah. At least just an eagle down below.
I would love for the viewers to eventually like send in things that we could like give people advice on.
Oh.
So
yeah, right in.
If you got any advice that you need, and if you want an anonymous, send us a voice message. I'll figure out how to do that, and I'll post a link below. So send us a voice message. And if you need any advice on anything or want to talk about anything, we will put it on the podcast, and Patrick Tapari and I will give you advice on what to do with your life.
A little SMUDGEHAWK AMA. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That'd actually be super
I
fun.
think it'll be cool. So
Yeah.
we'll have to, maybe we can get some of our friends to do it in the beginning until more people
Yeah.
do it. But
Hell yeah.
anyway, later, SMUDGEHAWKS. We love you. Goodbye.
Love you.